Here's Cairo Santos now ready to get this one started. And we are underway from the Superdome. This is taken just shy of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They're led out by the 9th-year starter out of Fresno State, Carr.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want, but this guy, he is hard to corral.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Coming left is Kamara. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, they sent the power set out there, and their job is to be man-on-man and move people so they can run the football. But that time, too many men didn't get moved in the box defensively. They end up throwing him for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. To throw is Carr. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 37. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave, 37 yards. And the Saints will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. They said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive, he burned him, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. Fielded right around the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the second-year man from The Ohio State University, Justin Fields.
And not only does he have all the skills that you're looking for as a quarterback, he's incredibly tough and plays the game fearlessly as both a runner and a passer. You provide a good running game around him and let him throw deep off of play action, you've got an all-star in the making.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10. Right at the 30. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And this will be a Bears 1st down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And he stopped immediately there. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Here's Fields. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 44-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll run. This is Khalil Herbert. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
From the 41, Fields. Quick slant finding Claypool. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 24-yard line. A nice pickup of 17 yards. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Claypool with another catch. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down 1st and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't panic. But it's all true, isn't it? Because otherwise, you get out of what you plan to do during the game, and it's still early. Don't get crazy because you gave one up. Just respond as you just noted.
Now it's Fields. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted.
Come on, let's go. Let's dominate this.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Fields going to hold on to it, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, that's going to bring up a big call now because he's unable to make the play himself on 2nd down. Now you just have to wonder, will they keep the ball in his hands on 3rd down?
The crowd here in the Dome making things difficult. 3rd and goal. Fields now to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
No, Fields is off, and on comes Cairo Santos for the Chicago field goal. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. Santos' kick is up and through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. From the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 2nd and 11 now. Carr. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Carr. Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Pass interference. Defense.
We can't have that.
Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times you just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
On 2nd and 9. Carr. And this one complete to Smith. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Let's go do this thing, baby.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Kamara. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And he missed it. It's no good, and this will stay a 4-point game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Now a 1st down throw, Fields. He's going to air one out, and his throw's going to be incomplete. Chase Claypool, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Rolling to his left. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Decent run, maybe hoping for a little bit more. Does, though, set up 3rd and manageable.
And every play that's run, if it's blocked perfectly and executed perfectly, it's set up to go for a touchdown, right? But I like the way you described that one. Just get into a 3rd and manageable, nice decision-making, and took care of the football.
Fields to throw on 3rd and 1. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he will have the Bears 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And some room to run now. 16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for Chicago. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. They'll go again with Herbert. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Fields throws the out route and finds Claypool. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a 1st down.
Well, it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Fields. And he's got it. Touchdown. Robert Tonyan. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears have taken the lead.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it was Robert Tonyan capping it all off on the touchdown grab. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Get a little closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. He'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Now it's 2nd and 9. Here's Carr. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Now Carr. And that is incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Here's Blake Gillikin now. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Chicago offense set to get started. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Fields on 1st down. This one complete to Tonyan underneath. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Working with a 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Fields. They'll set up the screen to Herbert. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Looking deep downfield. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now Fields. Escaping the pressure right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
He'd been having a good day so far, but I think he got a little overzealous on that one. Still young in this league. Has to learn to try not to do too much on an individual play because, as we all know, sometimes less is more. And throwing away is preferable to making the big mistake.
The Saints offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And how about that for just running out the clock? The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Carr now on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw it through contact and short of the sticks.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Carr over the middle into the hands of Michael Thomas. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Let's go, y'all. Come on, baby. Bring it.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play action. Now it's Carr. He's going to let this one go deep. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They gave it a shot with a deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. Stopped shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. Now a play fake. Carr. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
They'll go for it. It's Carr. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. First order of business, though. Let's get a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for Chicago. And even though they've got a halftime lead, they're likely devising ways as we speak to try and get a little more production from their passing game. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they too didn't throw the ball as well as they would have liked. And I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. This is taken just shy of the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10. Just shy of the 30. Here's Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's second down.
Let's go do this thing, baby.
To throw is Fields. There's Mooney with another catch. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Fields to Mooney for the Chicago first.
First down, Chicago.
Here's a give to Herbert. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just 1. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
On 2nd and 9, Fields. He's got the connection to Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
A handoff for Herbert. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
Fields now to throw. That pass complete to Moore. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 26. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On first down, Fields. He'll get that complete to Khalil Herbert. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him. Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
So what you got? You ready to roll? Hey, plays, y'all.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Fields. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Robert Tonyan, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Bears take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes, because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Carr. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
I got you, baby.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Fielded just inside the 20. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Now there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Now it's Fields. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I got you, baby.
A shotgun snap, Fields. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Marcus May with a pick. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Now after the INT, it's Carr. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because He really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Carr to throw again. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Carr. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
So a big one coming now for Will Lutz. And this one a 41-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. From the 10. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down. And in this situation with a lead, 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Fields throw there, complete to Mooney. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Here's Herbert. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
Once again, we got to get it done as a group.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Herbert once more. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Me and you, baby. Me and you.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, a run with Herbert. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
This is the calm before the storm, baby. Baby. Let's ride out. Let's ride out. What's the deal, y'all?
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Let's go. Let's go. Get it, baby.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. They'll run. It's Herbert. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.